Welcome back to Peoples Bank Park. The second game being played here today. We've gone to a split site because of the weather, so one game already played at Hartford Community College. That was Union 10, Arcadia 3. And then the first game here that ended about a half an hour ago, we had Misericordia 4-1 over Virginia Wesley. And this game features the top-seeded Profs of Rowan University against the 8th seed, the Spartans of Castleton University. On the mound for the Profs is number 9, Drew Ryback. Castleton will counter with the following lineup. The center fielder, number 16, Deegan Poland, leads off. Hitting second, the first baseman, number 20, Davis Michael. Hitting third, the catcher, number 34, John Lindau. Batting cleanup and playing third base, number 15, Mitchell Karen. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 10, Dylan Benham. Hitting sixth and playing shortstop, number 19, Dylan Bailey. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 21, Matt Brayman. Hitting eighth, number 1, the second baseman, Stephen Walsh. And hitting ninth, the designated hitter, number 26, Pat Mumford.
Drew Ryback this season, the starter here for Rowan. 7-1. This is his 8th start of the season, his 12th appearance, 3.26 ERA. In 47 innings pitched, he has 37 strikeouts, 23 walks, just 17 earned runs. Batters hitting .277 against him this season. He'll face a Castleton lineup that's hitting .276 this year, led by Davis Michael and his .376 average. He'll bat second.
Ryback, the lefty, will face the center fielder, Deegan Poland, here to start things off. Poland, a right-handed hitter. One thing that jumped out at me on Castleton's statistics here, the Spartans are 13-0 at home, 17-10 away from their home field. So obviously they have a big home field advantage. So we'll see how they handle the top-seeded Profs.
Light rain continues to fall here in York as it has for much of the day.
High and outside from Ryback. The first pitch misses for ball 1. We're underway here in game 2. Low and inside. Ball 2, 2-0 the count. On Poland.
Poland batting .248 this season, 34 hits, 37 runs scored.
That pitch finds the mark for strike 1, 2-1 now the count.
Poland third on the team with 23 drawn walks this season. Has 12 stolen bases, tied for the team lead with Matt Brahman.
That pitch low. That'll send the Rowan catcher, Steve Hewa, out to have a chat with Ryback. 3-1. Poland ahead in the count. And that pitch is low for ball 4. Deegan Poland draws a leadoff walk, and that puts a runner on first for the imposing Davis Michael. 6'4", 210, I believe he's listed at, and he looks every bit of that. A very, very large individual.
Yeah, I don't know that small has ever been an adjective associated with Michael. Just a big guy batting from the left side, little early lefty-lefty on matchup here. We'll see what they do. The Rowan second baseman Kokis out on the outfield grass there on the right-hand side. Not playing a shift entirely, though the shortstop Mendel is just about behind second base.
Ryback before the 0-1 throws over to first to check on Poland, who dives back safely. The pitch Outside at the knees for strike 2, 0-2.
Nice pitch there by Ryback right on the outside part of the plate.
Ryback looks in. Throw to first. Soft toss over there just to remind Poland he's paying attention.
A lot different from the first game when both pitchers were pretty active in throwing to first base, throwing the fastball just about as hard to first as they were to the catcher.
Pitch from Ryback. High and inside, 1-2. The delivery inside, ball 2. Michael draws even in the count now, 2 balls and 2 strikes after falling in an 0-2 hole against Ryback. Poland with his leadoff first. Ryback looks over and throws. They've got him picked off. The throw down to the shortstop, and applying the tag will be Mendel. Nice play by Ryback. It looked very deliberate. I'm not sure. Poland just got caught sleeping there, and the throw over to first. Harold fielded it and threw it down to second where the shortstop, Mendel, applied the tag for the out.
I think maybe could have been a possibility with a hit and run on perhaps, and just kind of mentally started preparing for that, and 2 for off the bag, and good play by Ryback.
Ground ball foul down the first base line by Michael.
Get Michael batting .376 this season. Leads the team with 50 hits, 43 runs scored, 17 of his 50 hits for extra bases, including a team-high 5 home runs.
The 2-2 pitch. Low for ball 3. And now that there's no one on, Ryback really does have the option to kind of pitch around Michael if he needs to. But he challenges him on the 3-2 pitch, and Michael swings and misses. Kind of high and tight in the strike zone there, and Michael just couldn't get around on that pitch. Swings and misses, goes down for the second out.
Good pitch there, as not letting Michael extend his arms. Wouldn't want to see what he could possibly do if his arms were fully extended and where he could drive that ball. So good job there by Ryback. Keep him jammed up there and get the strikeout.
That brings up John Lindau. Lindau doing the catching this evening.
Batting .328 this season, 41 hits, 39 runs scored, 18 of his 41 hits for extra bases, including 12 doubles. Paces the team with 38 runs knocked in this year. Also the team leader in being hit by a pitch 10 times. Not exactly the greatest category to lead the team in, but I suppose you'll take it.
He's ahead now, 2-0. The last pitch, as you were saying, that almost did hit him in the foot or the ankle. He got out of the way of that one. Doesn't want that 11th hit by pitch. Swing and a miss. Big cut on that one. Pitch from Ryback. Swung on and missed again. It looked like maybe something off speed there. He's out in front of it looking fastball.
Yeah, good job there by Ryback to keep them off balance. Started off with a fastball or two. Now a couple of off-speed pitches to get back to 2-2 with 2 outs here in the first.
Swing and a miss on a third pitch. So Lindau got ahead in the count 2-0, and then 3 straight swings and misses by Ryback. 2 swinging strikeouts to end the inning after they picked off a batter. Or a runner, excuse me. After a leadoff walk, they pick him off, strike out the next 2. Nobody put the ball in play in the top of the first. We'll head to the bottom half. Rowan's first trip to the plate. For the Spartans, number 22, Joe Gratton on the mound. He's going to face a lineup that includes the leadoff hitter, number 3, playing shortstop, Dylan Mendel. Hitting second, the second baseman, number 5, Alex Kokis. Hitting third, the first baseman, number 17, Anthony Harold. Hitting cleanup, number 1, the left fielder, Monty Strickland. Hitting fifth, the designated hitter, number 24, Sean Lydon. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 11, Kyle Gola. Batting seventh and catching, number 13, Steve Hiwa. Hitting eighth, number 44, the third baseman, Justin Provost. And hitting ninth in center field, number 25, Danny Shane. We see Mendel take the first pitch for ball 1 against Gratton. Evens the count at 1-1.
Mendel hitting .376 this season, team high 65 hits, 22 of them for extra bases, including a team high 14 doubles.
That pitch misses low and away, ball 2. Gratton, 5'8" out there on the mound, the number 1 pitcher for Castleton.
Kind of a herky-jerky motion there as he brings it in and kind of lose the ball as the hitter. He hides it pretty well until the last second there. Obviously knows what he's doing with a 2.45 ERA, an 8-2 record, 3 complete games.
Mendel loses the bat and pops one foul that's going to get out of play.
Rain has been pretty persistent here all day, frankly, over the last day and a half, and in the future perhaps too here this weekend, as Mendel gets some help from Monty Strickland.
Out there with a towel to try to dry the bat off after it rolled around on the grass in the warning track.
Must have been a bat boy at some point in his life.
Swinging a ground ball through the hole between first and second, and Mendel aboard with a leadoff single.
Nice piece of hitting there from Mendel as he drove that through the right side.
He'll hope for better luck on the bases than Castleton's leadoff man, Deegan Poland, in the top half of the first. That brings up number 5, Alex Kokis. Kokis playing second base for the Profs.
.333 hitter this season, 62 hits, 9 doubles.
Takes for strike 1.
Mentioned Gratton standing out on the mound at 5'8", facing the 5'7" Alex Kokis from Wayne, New Jersey.
Throw over to first. Mendel back in, no problem. That pitch taken for a ball, 1-1.
Pretty decent lead for Mendel over there at first base. He'll take off in the hit and run.
Probably going to be an error on dropping the throw there on the second baseman. Fielder's choice. We'll get Kokis on, but...
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I think Walsh maybe thought about throwing it to first if he got it quick enough there, and ball just popped out of his glove.
I think you're right. I think he tried to make that relay before he caught it. And so now 2 on and nobody out for Anthony Harold. Harold, the first baseman.
Harold, a .388 hitter, team leader this season, 59 hits. 41 runs scored, which is the most on the team, and 20 extra base hits. Also has 20 drawn walks this season.
One and one. The pitch from Gratton, and it's popped up foul and out of play down the right side. Rowan making its 25th appearance in the NCAA tournament. 6-time regional champions. Harold, 2-2 the count.
Yeah, very impressive resume for Rowan. Lots of appearances and championships to show for it.
Entered today with a 33-9 record, and Harold gets ahead now, 3-2, full count. And they'll ring him up on the outside corner.
That pitch must have just caught the tip of the outside part of the plate. Good pitch, though, by Grattan to get the first out of the inning.
Big pitch there by him. 2 on, nobody out, coming off an error. Come back, get the strikeout on their number 3 hitter. But that still brings up Monty Strickland, the cleanup hitter, the left fielder for the Profs.
Strickland, a .320 hitter this season, 56 hits, 30 runs scored. Third on the team with 12 doubles. He has also drawn 11 walks and knocked in a team best 39 runs this season.
The 1-0 to Strickland, and he fouls it off out of play on the right side. Grattan high and inside on Strickland, 2-1 the count. Low and in the dirt, but nice block by the catcher.
Good job by Lindau there to keep that in front of him, not let the runners advance a bag.
Grattan delivers, swung on and popped foul away again on the right side. That runs the count full, 3-2. Grattan spins and looks at the runner at second. Mendel. Pitch to Strickland, runners are off, and a foul ball down the left side. Count still 3-2, 1 out. Pair of runners on. Rowan threatens here in the bottom half of the first inning.
Good at bat here by Strickland. Fouling a few pitches off both ways. Patient up there at the plate.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 4. And it'll be bases loaded with 1 out for number 24, Sean Lydon, the designated hitter.
Lydon, a 2-3 hitter this season, 16 hits, 19 runs scored, has 8 runs knocked in. He's also drawn 12 walks.
Grattan from the stretch. First pitch. Just misses for a ball. Second pitch chopped on the infield. The third baseman, Karen's going to cut it off and throws over to first for the out. The RBI fielder's choice for Lydon. Profs will take a 1-0 lead here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Runners on second and third. Kyle Gola, the right fielder, steps in looking for more for Rowan.
Good play there by Karen at third, not trying to force anything with the bases loaded there. No need to try to get cute and throw it home and try to get a force out there. Just made the smart play, and you deal with the run. It's only the bottom of the first.
First pitch to Gola misses for a ball.
Gola batting .295 this season, 41 hits, 23 runs scored, 28 runs knocked in.
That was the 25th pitch of the inning for Grattan, followed by the 26th there. That evened the count at 1-1. That pitch misses low and away. 2-1 now. The count on Gola. Grattan delivers. Misses wide again. 3-1. The catcher, Hiwa, on deck. The pitch. And Gola waits for the call, and it's ball four. Bases are loaded. And Hiwa, the catcher, will step up to the plate. Lindau goes out to have a chat with Grattan. 2 outs here in the first. The Profs looking to break this game open. They've already got one here in the bottom of the first. Bases loaded now for their 7th hitter, their catcher, Hiwa. Grattan misses for ball one. That's his 30th pitch of the inning.
Lindau's setting up outside, but the pitches as they come across are just too far outside. He's having to reach to his right every time. Not there. That's a good pitch.
Finds the corner with that one. Evens the count at 1-1. Years ago, the Orioles used to have a rule in the minor leagues. If you got to 30 pitches in an inning, you were immediately lifted, even if it was in the middle of a hitter. Foul ball there by Hiwa.
Those were during the dark ages of the Orioles, I would come to understand.
I think they're all the dark ages for the Orioles, to be honest.
4 O's.
Another foul ball there by Hiwa. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Good job by Grattan to get out of that. Bases loaded. Picks up the big strikeout on Stephen Hiwa. Keeps the lead at 1-0 for Rowan. Castleton comes to bat in the second. Welcome back. And a score down at Harford Community College. The other side for the Mid-Atlantic Regional. Babson leads Catholic 4-3 in the top of the 7th. Meanwhile, back here at Peoples Bank Park, we have Castleton leading off here with Mitchell Caron, who swings at the first pitch and lines one foul down the right side.
Caron batting .333 this season for Castleton. 40 hits, 21 runs scored, 11 doubles, 32 runs knocked in. He's drawn 26 walks as well.
Ryback delivers, swung on again and fouled off. Swing and a miss. Strikes out Caron on 3 pitches. Third strikeout so far for Ryback. Dylan Benham, the right fielder. He steps in next.
Benham, a .341 hitter this season, 45 hits, 18 of them for extra bases, 31 runs knocked in, and 29 runs scored.
First pitch, strike one.
Ryback doing a good job hitting all the spots that he wants to hit here on both sides of the plate. Lefty-lefty on matchup here as he starts Benham on the outside corner.
Bounces that one up for a ball.
Don't think he liked the landing spot there on the mound on that one.
Trying to get some dirt out of his cleat there. Having an awful time doing it, going to plan C.
Get him a stick or something.
Nobody really coming to his aid there.
No, everyone's just sort of standing there watching him. He's doing pretty well. Nice toe kicks there. I like that.
Might have a future in Irish folk dancing if
looks
Division III pitcher doesn't work out for him. So,
if nothing else, the curveball seems to be working there on the outside part of the plate.
Gets ahead 1-2 against Benham. The delivery. Ground ball out to second base. That'll be scooped up for the putout. Kokis over to Harrell for the second out here of the inning. Dylan Bailey, the shortstop.
Breaks the streak of 3 straight punch-outs for Ryback.
And here we go. They're coming out to help him.
Thank you. Coach getting a round of applause from the Rowan dugout. I think they enjoyed the kicks, though, too. So the batter, Dylan Bailey, coming to the plate now for Castleton. He's batting .250 this season, 15 hits in 60 at-bats, 7 runs knocked in, and 11 walks drawn.
Swing and a miss. That's low for a ball. 1-1 the count. That pitch finds the zone for a strike. Two-run home run by Catholic gives them the lead, 5-4 in that other game in the Mid-Atlantic Regional. Outside for a ball. 2-2 now. Ryback working against Bailey. Bailey, the shortstop for Castleton. Ground ball chopped out to third base. Provost can't come up with it. And Bailey will be safe at first.
Tough play there at third for Provost as that ball was chopped to him. A long run in from his position back behind the bag. So it would have been a tough play anyway there at first.
Most likely going to guess that'll probably be a single. And it's an error because I said it would be a single. So
yeah, it's a good job. Yeah, tough play. You know, I was watching the ball gotten there by Provost. I'm not sure how far down the line Bailey was there on that play, but a tough call.
And Bremen offers a bunt there and misses for strike one. That was kind of a play that really could go either way, but a pretty slowly chopped ball there, and Provost just really rushed it. Couldn't come up with it. Throw over by Ryback.
Not much of a lead there by Bailey. He saw the fate of Deegan Poland there in the first inning. I don't think he wants to be the second victim of the pickoff. So now he'll take a couple more steps towards second base.
And another throw over. Ryback slipped on that throw. You see him walk off the mound there.
The first baseman, Harold, thought maybe he had gotten pretty close to tagging Bailey out. He took a step or two towards the Rowan dugout before the umpire made the safe call.
Second base umpire checking on Ryback. Make sure he's okay. Ryback back to work on the issue with the dirt in his cleat.
You know, he hasn't allowed that error or hit error almost there to Bailey, but it can affect your rhythm for sure, dealing with that stuff on your cleats.
Swing and a miss there by Bremen.
Bremen a .229 hitter this season, 22 hits, 28 runs scored, drawn 20 walks as well. Tied for the team lead with 12 stolen bases.
Ryback took a deep breath and kind of looked up in the air before he got back on the rubber. I think he's maybe a little frustrated about the lack of footing because of whatever's stuck in his cleat, or not sure if maybe he tweaked something when he slipped on that pickoff throw.
Yeah, I was watching Bailey dive back in, so I missed him slipping, but some discomfort. Not sure if injury-wise or just dealing with all of the elements here.
Here's the pitch. He did not go. Bremen checks up. 1-2 the count. 2 away here. Here's the pitch. Misses outside. Ball 2, 2-2.
Tough pitch there. Probably stayed the outside part of the plate for a ball, but certainly one that you've seen called the 1-2 count. Sometimes you get that call in the proverbial outside corner a little bit.
Another throw over to first. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Bremen goes down swinging the 4th strikeout through just 2 innings here for Drew Ryback. Castleton will leave a runner on first as Rowan 1, Castleton 0 as we head to the bottom of the second.
I did receive a non-athletic scholarship upon entering school.
I got the presidential scholarship, which was huge for me.
I think there's more opportunities for academic scholarships in Division III.
I did receive academic scholarships. Just being involved on campus, being a leader, all those things combined kind of get me recognized. It's a great experience for me.
We're back here with the bottom of the second inning. Justin Provost, the third baseman, leading off for Rowan. First pitch in the dirt for ball one. 35th pitch of the game for Joe Gratton. Used a lot of pitches in the first inning, but did a good job to get out of the bases loaded jam. Only gave up one run. Now he's behind Provost, 2-0.
We talked a lot about it in the first game with the Virginia Wesleyan starter throwing a lot of pitches, but able to not only keep his team in the game, though they ultimately lost, keeping his team in the game, but more importantly, keeping the bullpen off the score sheet so they can use them for the rest of the weekend.
2-2 now the count. Number 24 for Virginia Wesleyan, Chance Pauly, did a great job pitching out of jams the whole game here as we have a ground ball out to shortstop where Bailey fields it cleanly and Provost is retired for the first out.
I just think that there's a way that you can not only help your team on the field. I mean, obviously it's just 1-0 and we're in the bottom of the second. It's a long game. But you can help your team not only on the field, but keeping everybody as fresh as possible for the rest of the tournament, hopefully.
Center fielder Danny Shane steps in, the 9-hitter for the Profs. He takes strike one.
Shane's got an amazing stat line here. 40 hits, but 39 drawn walks. 36 runs scored. He's got 25 stolen bases. Doing lots of the little things correct this season for Rowan.
Lifts one in the air out to right field. Benham back as he runs onto the track. Shane is retired.
Good play there by Benham. Never got too excited about anything back there. He just kind of followed the ball as that breeze blows it towards right field a bit and worked over there and onto the warning track and 2 away quickly here for Gratton in the bottom of the second.
Dylan Mendel, his second at bat of the day, led off with a hit in the bottom of the first, tries to bunt one there and fouls it away. Gratton's pitch swung on and driven into center field. Poland goes back and camps out under it for the third out of the inning there.
Just like we talked about, Gratton helping out and recovering after that longer first inning and throws a minimal amount of pitches, and sure enough, 1, 2, 3, and Rowan's done in the second.
10-pitch inning, exactly what he needed after that long first. Top of the third, Stephen Walsh will lead off here for Castleton. The Spartans trailing Rowan, the top seed at the Mid-Atlantic Regional, 1-0. Walsh, the second baseman, batting 8th today. Pitch from Ryback, bounces in.
It's interesting that Grattan had, from what I saw, had no trouble whatsoever with the mound, and it's still affecting Ryback. Not sure if it's the type of cleat or what it is, but it seems to be affecting Ryback a lot more than Grattan. And they did put some more, sand and some other things on there between the top of the second and bottom of the second. So perhaps it's worn away already as Rowan heads out for the top of the third. I'm not sure.
A little bit of a steady rain falling here. Not enough to halt play, but enough to make it kind of uncomfortable out there as we have a ground ball out to short. Mendel fires across for the out. 1 away. Pat Mumford, the designated hitter, will step to the plate.
Mumford, a .275 hitter this season, 30 hits. Just 2 of them for extra bases, so 28 singles out of his 30 hits. 14 walks and 19 runs batted in.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch there by Mumford. Mumford probably feels like this is a tropical climate. He's from Fairbanks, Alaska.
Okay. I've not been to Alaska. Have you been to Alaska?
I have not been to Alaska.
My in-laws went a few years ago. They loved it. Said it was terrific. But yes, 55 and raining, probably.
It's the middle of summer. Swing and a miss on that one, 1-2. I believe Fairbanks is up north in Alaska.
Alaska is up north. I think we can stop at the end of that sentence.
Foul ball.
Mumford walking that one off, got a piece of his foot there as he fouled that one away.
Swung on and fouled away. 1-2 still the count. Fairbanks actually pretty much dead center almost in the state. A little bit shaded off to the east, but another foul ball. Think about how tough it probably is to get a lot of reps outside hitting. He probably did a lot of work inside for much of the year.
I think that's something that Castleton probably has to deal with a lot as well, playing so far north on the eastern side of the United States.
Yeah, I know even our teams in the Mid-Atlantic region do a lot of indoor work early in the season.
For sure, yeah. I mean, we see teams that, they have 10, 12 games in by the end of February, and we've been on our field once over in Lancaster. So, yeah, for sure. I think it's tough. I think it's tough to get a lot of work done outside on the eastern part of the United States before you get down towards Virginia down there. So, yeah, for sure. I think that's something that a lot of these teams have to deal with, and it's why you find a lot of these teams finding their groove later in the season as that pitch goes behind Mumford. These teams start to play, their 25th and 30th games. You see a lot of these teams get hot at the end of the year. Well, it's because they finally been playing outside. They haven't played a lot of baseball outside by the middle of March. They usually play their first couple of games outside, and when they head to South Carolina or Florida for us, I know we play you guys. It's usually one of our first games outside, and just in Frederick, Maryland. So
sometimes some of those games are the first time the team's been outside.
Yep.
There's the play at third base. Mumford will be retired. Nice play by Provost. Good at bat there by Mumford. Fouled off multiple pitches to stay alive.
Terrific.
And grounded that one hard. Just Provost able to make the play on that one. Deegan Poland, he'll come up for his second at bat. Walked to lead off the game.
One of the two base runners for Castleton here today as Bailey reached on air in the second inning.
Swinging a foul ball off the screen. Mumford fouled off 4 straight 2-strike pitches. Then drew ball 2 before grounding out. So tough at bat there for Mumford. Good job making Ryback work. Poland takes that one inside. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase one up in the zone.
Good job there, Ryback, to keep Poland off balance a bit there.
2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Ryback's pitch outside. Ryback still, I think, having problems with his footing with that cleat.
Yeah, certain pitches for sure. You can tell that he's just not landing the way he normally lands when he usually pitches.
Misses away again.
I think the ball may be slipping out of his hands occasionally too. I'm not sure how much it's, obviously how much the ball is getting wet and when it's in his glove. But like you said, there's a persistent rain that's just enough of a pain for, you know, most of the players. You know, they're able to stand and hide their hands and things like that between pitches, but he's got to be handling the ball the entire time.
That one fouled away by Poland. 3-2. You know, last time, as there we go again with Ryback trying to stomp some mud out of his cleat. I know the last foul ball out of play, I think one of those foul balls by Mumford, as they were getting a ball back in play, you could see Mumford trying to dry the bat off on his pants, make sure he could get a good grip on it. Is another foul ball there by Poland.
It's a good job by Poland here. Another good at bat right after Mumford's good at bat here. Still haven't gotten much off of Ryback, but at least extending some at bats and making him throw a few more pitches than perhaps he would have liked to throw.
And he goes down looking.
Nice pitch on the inside corner there to get Poland looking, just what Ryback needed there to end the third.
So that's his 5th strikeout, and we'll head to the bottom half of the third. Rowan 1, Castleton nothing. Alex Kokis will lead off for Rowan here in the bottom half of the third inning. 0 for 1 today. Gratton gets him to go after the first pitch. Ground ball out to second base. Walsh takes care of him. 1 away.
Just what Gratton needed again after throwing just over 30 pitches there in that first inning, 10 lasting, and now 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the third.
Exactly. 34 pitches there in the first, and then the next 1 1/3, 11 pitches. Harold now, the third hitter in the lineup, hits a hard foul over at the Castleton dugout. Delivery from Grattan. Swung on, and that's lifted high in the air out to center. Poland drifting in. Camps out under it, puts it away for 2 outs. 3 pitches, 2 outs.
Just what the doctor ordered. It's interesting that Rowan made him throw 34 pitches in the first. They get a run, leave him loaded. But it's Castleton who's had the best at-bats over the past 2 innings, though nothing to show for it, as the pitchers sort of, work into their groove a bit as number 1 Strickland looks at a ball. So it's interesting to see the contrast between the first and second and third innings.
Strickland kind of faked bunt there to see if he could bring them in at the corners. Now he'll rip a line drive out to right field. It holds up for Benham to put it away. 5-pitch inning for Grattan. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Rowan 1, Castleton 0. Davis Michael will lead it off here for Castleton in the top half of the 4th inning. Working against the left-hander Ryback, and Ryback, another one gets away from him. He, at this point, has had to work a little bit more than Grattan had.
Yes, that's exactly right. You would have thought the exact opposite after 1 inning of play, but that's definitely been the case over the past 2+ innings.
Gets that one right down the chute there for a strike.
It seems like if the ball stays in play, the same ball stays in play for multiple pitches, he's having trouble getting a grip on the ball, but when a new ball is introduced, it seems like that next pitch has been a strike most of the time.
There you go. He misses for a ball with his second pitch with that one.
Michael struck out his first time up.
2-1 the count here. Strike outside at the knees. That's a good pitch there. Not somebody as big as Michael probably doesn't want that pitch.
For sure. And a little more of a shift put on this time by Rowan.
And shortstop right behind the bag at second.
Yeah, Mendel was on the other side of the bag the first time up. This time on the second base side of the bag, or just right behind the bag at second there. Second baseman Kokas into shallow right field a bit. The outfield still playing pretty straight up. Left fielder Strickland a bit over.
3-2 pitch, misses away for ball 4. Michael will trot down to first base.
Second time in 4 innings that Castleton has the leadoff man aboard.
Lindau will come up. He's 0 for 1, struck out in his first trip to the plate. His first strikeout ended the first inning. Hard ground ball, diving play at shortstop. That's all they'll get is the out at second, but a fantastic play out there by
Terrific
Mendel.
play by Mendel. He was headed towards second base because the runner at first, Michael, was taking off for second. He's able to stop his momentum, turn back to his right, and make a nice play to the second baseman Kokis for the fielder's choice.
Mitchell Karen, also a strikeout victim in his first trip to the plate. Ryback has 5 strikeouts here through 3 1/3 innings. Throw over to first.
I think most of the time there on that hit by Lindau, you're talking about a single to left field, runners on first and second with nobody out. That's just a terrific play by Mendel there at short.
Ryback's pitch on the inside corner. 0-1.
Update from that Babson Catholic game. Babson leads 9-5. They're late in the game there.
Another move over to first by Ryback. We have some sort of alarm going off here.
Fire. The fire alarms are going off, or an emergency button was pulled somewhere. They're asking everyone to walk to the nearest exit. Not sure that's going to happen.
Umpires are conferring.
Now they're going to get everyone
It's
off
like they're
the field.
sending the teams to the dugouts.
So we'll, I guess we'll go ahead and take a quick break here as we try and figure out what the standard procedure is here.
We'll hopefully be back in a minute.
Yeah, hopefully.
Crisis averted.
Oh, it's just fun when all the alarms go off and start shining bright lights and everyone's looking at each other, waiting for someone to tell someone what else to do. Seems like we're going to play baseball there now.
Just an inadvertent alarm somehow got tripped here in the stadium, and good job by the stadium staff to put a quick end to it.
Yep, for sure.
We've got Ryback coming back out. Not sure if he's going to get a couple of warm-up pitches here since there was a little bit of a delay. Shouldn't need too many before we get back into action.
We've had Mother Nature delay a bunch of these games today, so might as well have a little stadium malfunction too to throw in there.
Was more worried about a flood or a tidal wave or something than any other kind of delay.
That's right.
The amount of rain we've had. A lot of flooding in the Mid-Atlantic region. So here we go. Karen steps back in against Ryback. 0-1 the count. Swinging a ground ball out to short. Mendel shovels to second base. The return to first. That was a pretty double play.
Terrific defensive play. A great scoop there by Harold at first. And maybe Rowan and Ryback want some more delays.
Exactly. So they'll get out of that jam. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Rowan 1, Castleton 0.
It's on us. It's on all of us. And it's time to act now.
It's on us to start the change. It's on us to be the change. It's on us. It's on Division III. It's on all of us to stop sexual assault.
Bottom half of the fourth inning. Sean Lydon here to lead it off for Rowan. 0 for 1 today. First pitch misses for a ball. That was Gratton's 50th pitch. Lines this one into short right field. One hops in front of Benham. And Lydon is on as a leadoff base runner for the Profs.
Also the second time in 4 innings that Rowan has had the leadoff man aboard. Quick update from that other game. A 3-run double by Catholic brings them back to within 1. Babson leads 9-8 in the top of the 8th in that game.
Kyle Gola steps in. Number 11. The right fielder. He takes ball 1. He walked in his first time up. Another throw over by Gratton. Gola shows bunt but pulls the bat back. And it goes to 2-0.
Tough pitch there. I think Gratton wanted that one to be called a strike. Just missed down low, though.
Misses the low and away. Ball 3. Goal ahead now in the count. 3-0. Four-pitch walk. Puts runners on first and second here to start the bottom half of the fourth. Steve Hewa, the catcher, will come up. Struck out his first time up.
Tough spot here for Grattan, as you don't want to let Rowan get too many free passes here. They're second in the country for a reason, so you don't want to give too many passes here as they work into their back end of their order, as sliding back in just in time is Leiden.
Throw back after that pickoff. Got away, rolled around on the mound a little bit. Grattan wanted a new ball. The 0-0. Nice bunt laid down by Hewa. It gets past Grattan. Only plays to first. He throws it away wildly. The runners are going to keep going. We've got a run down now. One run is in on the play, and they're just going to chase Hewa back to first. If it means that second run does not come home on the play. So the lead now extended to 2-0. Good bunt there by Hewa. Got it past the pitcher.
Terrific
and then it was
bunt.
in no man's land.
Terrific bunt. I was just going to say the second baseman, Walsh, was really far over towards first base because he thought that ball was going to be on the first base line, and he thought maybe he was going to have to cover first, but instead puts it right past the pitcher. And tough play there by Grattan. Obviously doesn't want to have the bases loaded, but instead he throws it away. And then the run back to first is a really smart play there by Hewa to get back to first and now have runners on the corners with nobody out.
Hewa credited there with a bunt single. Run scores on a throwing error. Swing and a miss there by Justin Provost. Provost 0 for 1 this evening.
Yeah, Provost grounds out to short his first time up. Nice big cut there.
0-2 count on Provost. Grattan deals. And low and away. Ball 1. High and away. 2-2 the count.
60 pitches now for Grattan.
Pick off play over to first. Provost steps back in. Grattan delivers. Ground ball through the hole into right field. Bobbled a little bit out there by Benham. But station to station, another run comes home. 3-0 now, Profs. RBI single by Justin Provost will bring up Danny Shane.
Good piece of hitting there by Provost, driving that through the right side. That's the second or third time tonight that Rowan has found a hole there on the right-hand side. And now Shane, the batter, he flew out to right his first time up. Speedy on the base paths, is Shane.
And he lays down a bunt on a tough pitch.
That's going to
throw by Grattan. Pulls his third baseman Karen off the bag, and everyone is safe. Great bunt there by Shane. That was not an easy pitch.
That was not.
To
That
lay
was
a bunt down.
Inside corner, maybe even a little further in, right at his knees there. He almost did that with one hand just about because he wanted to get rid of it and out of the way as quickly as he could. Probably the right play by Grattan, though, as that ball went out to him pretty quickly. But again, the throw pulling Karen off the bag. And now the bases are loaded for the leadoff hitter, Mendel, who has singled and scored and then flew out to center his last time up.
He's also made a couple of great plays out there at shortstop defensively.
Yes.
He's ahead 1-0. Bases loaded. No outs. Here in the bottom half of the fourth, Rowan already up 3-0. Gets fooled there with a breaking ball.
Nice pitch there from Grattan.
Foul tip. Bounces away. 1-2. Foul ball out of play down the right side.
Good job by Grattan here trying to work some off-speed pitches in and then come back with the fastball against Mendel.
Ripped hard down the line and left, just beyond the reach of the diving Karen at third base. And it's going to be a bases-clearing double off the bat of Mendel. It's going to double the lead, make it 6-0 here in the bottom half of the fourth. Rowan leads Castleton.
Great piece of hitting there by Mendel to drive that down the third base side. I watched Shane run from first. That's about the quickest I've seen someone go from first to home in my time watching baseball. I mean, it's just speedy the whole way around. And again, I got to credit there Mendel doing a good job hitting that ball down the line, taking that pitch on the inside and driving it down there. And like you said, extending that lead to 6-0.
Castleton scrambling a reliever. We'll have a chat at the mound. I believe it's number 5, Cameron Goulet, walking down there. Sophomore lefty from Winsted, Connecticut.
Another update from the Catholic Babson game. It's the bottom of the 8th. Catholic scored again in the top half of the inning. It's now 9-9 as we head to the bottom of the 8th down there in Hartford Community College, Bel Air, Maryland.
Two and 0 now the count. On Kokas. Kokas 0 for 2 today. Still nobody out here in the fourth. As that pitch finds the zone. 2-1 now. Grattan. Grattan working here to Kokas. Foul ball out of play on the right side. Swinging a hard hit fly ball out into the outfield where Poland will go into the gap and put it away for the out. Mendel holds at second. We have one away. Anthony Harold will come up. He's 0 for 2, struck out once.
Good job here by Grattan. 5 runs in the inning, 6-0 lead for Rowan. But again, can he go and get through this inning and maybe one more to keep the innings down for the bullpen and see what Castleton can do here in the top half of the inning? Maybe they can get to Ryback.
And they'll throw out Mendel. Mendel tries to steal third, and a good throw down by the catcher, Lindau. The right-handed hitting Harold up, so the catcher has to try to get that throw around the hitter. And he threw a strike down there to Karen for the out.
Terrific throw. And like we said, now 2 outs, nobody on. Again, there's been some damage done this inning, but can you end it here and see if you can't get a run or two back in the top half of the 5th if you're Castleton?
Ground ball, Karen backs up on it, throws across. That's a 3rd out. 5 come across for Rowan. In the bottom of the 4th, they extend the lead to 6-0 against Castleton. We'll be back with the top of the 5th shortly.
Division III allows you to give yourself to other things.
Having that free time allows me to pursue the things that I want to pursue.
Division III athletics affords students the opportunity to, engage in the other interests in their campus and in their lives outside of that sport.
It allows you to just be able to do everything you want to do. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Castleton comes up here in the top of the 5th. They're looking to answer after a 5-run inning by Rowan made it 6-0. Dylan Benham 0 for 1. He'll step in. Benham playing right field. Pitch from Ryback. Taken for a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Ryback delivers. That one bounces away. 2-1 now. Ryback out there working on the footing. Now he's going to ask for a new ball. Rifled that one in. I don't think his catcher or the home plate umpire were quite ready for how hard he threw that one in. Pitch to Benham. Fouled away.
Good cut there by Benham on that pitch.
Ryback delivers and a hard hit ball through the hole on the left side. Benham goes the other way with that one. And Castleton has the leadoff man aboard here in the 5th.
And more importantly for their offense, the first hit of the game for Castleton as well.
Just outstanding. You consider all the issues Ryback has had with his footing and such to get here through 4 no-hit innings against a team that's qualified for the NCAA regionals. Pretty good. And that pitch is popped foul and put away for the first out of the inning.
Good job by Harold there to track that down. It's tough sometimes with the lighting as well as some of the drizzle. It's mostly stopped here in York, but still trying to fight that through the lights and a little bit of precipitation. Good job there by him in foul territory to get the first out.
Brayman steps in. He struck out in his first at bat. The delivery from Ryback. Called strike on the outer half. The 0-1. Hit in the air to right field. Drifting towards the line. Gola puts it away. 2 outs now. Stephen Walsh will step in. He's 0 for 1 today.
Another quick update from the Babson Catholic game, the bottom of the 8th. A sacrifice fly by Babson gives them a 10-9 lead as those teams continue to go back and forth down in Bel Air, Maryland at the other site now of this regional tournament down there in Bel Air, Maryland at Hartford, Community College.
0-1 here on Walsh. Low and away. Ball 1. Low and away for another ball. 2-1.
Good job by Walsh there to try to hold that bat back. I think a couple of these pitches he's perhaps wanted to go after, but he's done a good job to keep the bat still, and now has a 2-1 count.
Misses inside. Ball 3, 3-1.
Pat Mumford waiting on deck. He had a great at bat his first time up, ultimately grounded out, but made Ryback throw several pitches.
That one catches the outer half. 3-2, full count now here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Benham on first, led off the inning with a single. Runner on the move, and it's popped up to shortstop. Mendel drifts a couple of steps towards third base and puts it away for the 3rd out. Castleton gets the leadoff man on, but he's stranded at first. We'll head to the bottom half of the 5th. Rowan leads 6-0. Monty Strickland will lead things off here for Rowan in the bottom half of the 5th inning. The Profs 33-9 on the year, leading Castleton 6-0 as Strickland fouls that one away. Castleton entered today 30-10 on the year. Swing and a miss by Strickland.
Nice pitch there from Grattan, pulling the string there on that curveball.
Count is 1-2. Inside. And a hard grounder out to shortstop, fielded in the throw across, one hop over. Michael can't make the scoop on the throw by Dylan Bailey.
Long throw across the infield there for Bailey. Leadoff man aboard again for Rowan, third time in 5 innings.
Throwing error, charge to Bailey. That's the 4th error of the game. Really, to a large extent, been the undoing of Castleton. And a bunt attempt there by Leiden. Fouled away, it's 1-1. Castleton, the champions of the North Atlantic. That one fouled away. They were trying to hit and run there. Strickland on the move on that pitch. 2 of the 6 runs by Rowan were unearned, charged to Grattan. Grattan over 80 pitches now. At 83. Strickland fakes like he's going to second. That ball slowly grounded. Grattan kind of muffs it on his first attempt and kind of dives at it, and a good recovery there to pounce on it and backhand it over to the first baseman, Michael.
Yeah, good job to stay with it there by Grattan off the mound quickly, and he kind of knew he was going to make the play. It was just going to be a matter of how he made the play, and able to kind of shuffle it on over to Michael. And if nothing else for Rowan, however, they move Strickland over to second base with Gola up.
Hard ground ball through the hole between first and second. They're waving Strickland in. Here comes the throw from Benham. It is way too high over the head of the catcher. Gola was taking second on the throw anyway, and he'll hold up there. Ball came back quickly off the backstop there to the catcher, Lindau. And now Hiwa, the catcher for Rowan, takes off his shin guards to step in.
Good piece of hitting there by Gola. It's again, multiple times now tonight have Rowan taken that pitch on the outside part of the plate and driven it to right field. I think two or three times it's led to RBIs as well, as they now lead 7-0 over Castleton.
Low and away for ball 1. Walsh was also playing towards the bag at second on that play, and that ball probably gets through anyway, but it was a no-doubt base that made it easy for them to decide to send Strickland. And here's another short line drive into right field. That'll move Gola up to third. Single by Hiwa. Brings up Justin Provost. One away here, runners on the corners. Already 1 run in here for Rowan. Here in the bottom of the 5th, it's 7-0 against Castleton. Swing and a miss there by Provost.
Now that I'm the official updater of the Catholic Babson game, it's 10-10 in the top of the 9th, 1 out, and Catholic has runners on the corners.
Grattan delivers low and away. 1-2 the count.
Some action now in the Rowan bullpen, as well as the Castleton bullpen.
Swing and a miss by Provost.
Nice pitch by Grattan there.
Throw over to first. 90 pitches now for Grattan. And another swing and a miss by Provost. He'll go back to the dugout. Goes down swinging. Third strikeout of the game for Grattan. Danny Shane will step in now. Oh for 1. First pitch outside for a ball.
Shane reached on fielder's choice his last time up. Came around to score on the 3-run double by Mendel.
Swing and a miss. 1-1. Catches the outside corner now, 1-2.
Good pitch there by Grattan. Another quick update. Catholic now in front, 11-10 in the top of the 9th. 2 runners on, still just 1 out.
Runner on first goes. Throw down to second. Cut off. Now they'll get him in a rundown. And they throw it away. They throw the ball away in the rundown, and that allows a run to come home as Gola scores, and he will move up to second. He would just kind of giving himself up, trying to get himself in a rundown to see if they could get Gola home. And it succeeds, but not quite according to plan.
Tough play there. Obviously, just like you said, trying to kind of give himself up, see if they can't get a run the cheap way there and kind of end the inning. But now the inning's extended and another runner in scoring position with Rowan already up 8 runs.
So that play made it 8-0. It's an error on Walsh, the second baseman, and now Shane draws a walk. It'll be first and second. They'll turn the lineup over. Mendel will come back up.
Last time up, Mendel 3-run double. He also singled in the first, came around to score, so 2 for 3 is Mendel today.
First pitch, and he'll hit it high in the air to center field. Poland will drift towards right center field, and he'll put that away for the final run of the inning. But 2 more runs come home. Rowan's extended it to 8-0 as we head to the top of the 6th here at the Mid-Atlantic Regional.
I'm a Division III student athlete, and I know how powerful words can be. The term gay doesn't mean stupid, lame, or less than.
So I pledge to speak up if I hear the term gay used in a derogatory way or any other homophobic terms.
If you can play in Division III.
I'm a Division III student athlete, and my teammates unconditionally accepted me as part of their family. So now I pledge to do the same for others. If you can play in Division III.
Castleton here in the top of the 6th. Pat Mumford will lead it off. They trail 8-0. The Spartans here against the Rowan Profs. Pitch by Ryback. Misses away. 1-0. Swinging a hard line drive through the middle there by Mumford. Leadoff man aboard for the Spartans. I believe that's the second inning in a row they've gotten a leadoff single.
Real good piece of hitting there by Mumford.
Turns the lineup back over to the top for Deegan Poland. Poland 0 for 1 with a strikeout. This one hit high in the air out to center field. Shane moves towards left field and puts it away. Mumford scampers back to first. And Davis Michael will step up.
Michael's 0 for 1 today. He struck out in the first, drew a walk in the fourth.
Ryback. That pitch misses outside. The 1-0 to Michael. Swung on and missed.
Good pitch there down in the zone by Ryback.
1-1 the count.
Another good off-speed pitch there from Ryback, as Michael wasn't expecting that pitch at all and goes right past him there at the knees for second strike.
The 1-2 bounces that one. 2-2 now. Castleton, the champions of the North Atlantic Conference, facing the champions of the New Jersey Athletic Conference here, Rowan. The Profs, the top seed. Ryback, the pitch. High and inside. Michael says it got a piece of him. He's going to get called back down for a 3-2 pitch.
Certainly looked like it was going to get a piece of him, but I honestly can't tell from here if it did hit his arm or not.
There's a throw over to first.
Mumford was leaning towards second base pretty heavily there, but able to shift his momentum back and dive back in there safely at first base.
Almost the second pickoff of the day there for Ryback. High and tight, and ball 4. Michael aboard with a 1-out walk, puts runners on first and second. Ryback pushing 90 pitches. Amazingly, he and Grattan are running similar pitch counts.
As Mumford moves over to second base, I believe this is the first time the Castletons had a runner aboard at second base tonight.
Catches the outside corner against Lindau. Lindau 0 for 2. Fouls that one back. 0-2 the count. The pitch fouled away down the right side. One away here in the top of the 6th. 2 aboard. Spartans looking to score their first runs of the evening. Drew Ryback has held them in check here thus far. Swinging a fly ball towards right field, drifting backwards, and making the play is Gola. And Mumford scampers down to third. Mitchell Karen now will step up. 2 away, runners on the corners. Karen 0 for 2, struck out once. Doing that heel kick out there, Ryback. Seems to be his favorite way at this point to get the mud out of his cleats.
Most efficient, it appears. Certainly was distracted there in the second and third innings, whether it was with the mound, with the mud in his cleats, with the ball being wet because of the rain at the time, but certainly calmed down and really worked into a nice groove here as we've gotten to the 6th inning with 2 outs.
Throw over to first. Want to know the count here on Karen. Ryback over 90 pitches now. 92 to be exact. Swing and a miss. Karen goes after one low in the zone.
Seems to be a lot of late action, late movement on these pitches from Ryback. As a couple times, Castleton hitters just cannot believe they didn't hit something when they've come around and swinging, and they kind of look to the sky when they're done. They can't believe they didn't hit the ball.
Karen gets a piece of that one, and it shoots back to the screen. 1 and 2 still the count. High and tight there to Karen. 2 and 2.
Good job by Karen there to lay off that. The first 3 pitches all down in the zone, and it's pretty easy as a hitter to see one finally up a little bit and want to swing at it, but a good job to lay off that pitch as it was pretty high.
Missing now away. Karen works a full count. So runners on the corners here. Michael on first, Mumford on third, Karen the cleanup hitter for the Spartans. 2 away here in the top of the 6th. Pitch from Ryback. Ground ball out to short. Mendel will pick it up. He's got time and an easy play over to first. The Spartans strand 2. Rowan leads 8-0. Through 5.5 here at the Mid-Atlantic Regional. And we'll have a new pitcher here as we start the bottom half of the 6th inning. Cameron Goulet will replace Gratton. Or excuse me, it's number 9, Aaron Smith. I think Goulet had warmed up maybe earlier in the game. Assumed it was him coming in, my bad. That's Aaron Smith, number 9, a left-hander. He'll replace Gratton. First pitch to him goes to Alex Crocus. And it's over for a strike.
Smith is 5-2 this season with a 3.64 ERA. This is his 21st appearance.
Chopper out to third base, and Karen makes the play. 1 away. Smith retires the first batter he faced. The line on Gratton, 5 innings, 8 runs, 4 earned, 7 hits, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts through 98 pitches. Pitch there by Smith, low and away against Harold. Harold 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Bounces this one out to short, and Bailey picks it up. And over to first, 2 up, 2 down.
Good play by Bailey there to move to his left and move back a step, get the good hop, fire that across in time.
Monty Strickland will come up. Strickland 0 for 2 with a walk. Cleanup hitter for the Profs. Takes the first pitch for a strike here with 2 away in the bottom of the 6th. Hard ground ball out to shortstop. Bailey waits for it and throws across. 3 up, 3 down. A 5-pitch inning for Aaron Smith to retire the side.
This is our It's On Us pledge. It's on us to make a personal commitment to help keep all people safe from sexual assault, regardless of race, gender, sexual orientation, or ability.
Not to be bystanders to the problem, but to be leaders of the solution. We invite you to join us in this campaign by informing your campuses about the It's On Us mission.
Dylan Benham will lead it off here for Castleton in the top half of the 7th inning. Spartans trailing 8-0 against the top seed Rowan. Drew Ryback still in the game, starter for Rowan. Just misses for ball 1 here to start the inning. There is action down in the Rowan bullpen. It doesn't necessarily look too urgent or too serious, just a couple of guys tossing around. And ball 2.
Benham 1 for 2 tonight, grounded out to second his first time up. Got the first hit of the game for Castleton in the 5th as he led off the inning with a single.
Upstairs for a ball. 3-0. 3-1. Hard line drive through the middle. That'll be a leadoff single for Benham, his second hit of the day.
Good job there by Benham to take that pitch on the outside part of the plate and drive it to left center field.
Dylan Bailey now steps in. He's 0 for 2. The shortstop for Castleton. Ryback now over 100 pitches, 102 for the game. Misses upstairs. Struck out a lot of guys early. I think he had 5 through maybe 3 innings. Still at 5 strikeouts.
He seemed to be striking more guys out when he had more mud on the bottom of his cleats. I think the Castleton hitters, they've seen him now a couple times as well. I think that's played a part in it. And like you said, up over 100 pitches now, and now we'll get a visit to the mound.
Action out in the Rowan bullpen looks a little more serious now. There's actually a catcher squatting down to receive some pitches. Bailey's a junior from Duxbury, Vermont. The pitch taken for a strike.
Good pitch.
2-1.
Good pitch there by Ryback. And quickly from the other game, Babson is going to win that game 12-11, scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th to complete the comeback victory. So Babson, the number 2 seed here in this region, will earn the 12-11 win over Catholic.
Pitch from Ryback. Swung on and missed.
Good pitch there to Bailey. And just like you said, not as many strikeouts, and there you go. Here's Ryback's first strikeout since the top of the 3rd inning. Got Poland to strikeout, looking to end that inning. Brahman now at the plate. He's 0 for 2 tonight.
Fouls that first pitch off. Ryback out of Clearview Regional High School in New Jersey. Almost the entirety of Rowan's roster from New Jersey, which you would expect. Large population in New Jersey and a state school. That pitch misses. 1-1 the count. Handful of guys from Pennsylvania and one with a hometown in Florida, but a high school in New Jersey. That one misses the zone, 2-1. That one fouled off and out of play. Brayman, the left fielder. That one bounces in. The runner takes off for second to throw down. He's out.
Beautiful throw there by Hiwa.
Benham took off for second when the ball went in the dirt. Hiwa threw it down, and Kokis applied the tag. Ground ball, and that one is misplayed by Harold. Brayman is aboard here with 2 outs.
Caught stealing, looming large now. Could have runners on first and second with 1 out instead of the 2-out base runner.
And that brings up Walsh.
Walsh 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded out to short his first time up and then popped out to short his second time up.
Ryback misses for ball 1. Hit into the air, and the third baseman, Provost, drifting towards the dugout, makes the play as he runs into the dugout fence there to end the inning. Castleton leaves one on and heading to the bottom of the 7th. It's stretch time. Rowan leads 8-0 over Castleton. Frank Aiello will pinch hit here to lead it off for Rowan in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Aiello is pinch hitting for the designated hitter, Sean Lydon.
Aiello batting 190 this season, 4 hits and 21 at-bats, 4 total bases. He's drawn 3 walks as well.
Count 1-1 on Aiello. The pitch from Smith in there for a strike, 1-2. Two and two the count. That one hit the other way. It finds fair territory down the line and right, and Aiello's going to jog into second base with a stand-up double.
Seeing eye double there, a little chalk flying down the right field line down there. Nice hit there by Aiello, his first double of the season.
Gola will step in now with a runner in scoring position. He is 1 for 1 and has walked twice and scored twice. First pitch is a ball to Gola. That one bounces away, and Aiello runs down to third. Wild pitch there by Smith. Lindau couldn't quite come up with it. It was in the dirt. Good read by Aiello. The ball didn't roll that far away, but also Lindau wasn't quite sure where it went either. That one hit in the air to the outfield. And the right fielder will put it away. Benham will go down as a sacrifice fly. Aiello scampers home on the play. Make it 9-0 Profs. Hiwa, 2 for 3. Also struck out. That one fouled back. 1-1 the count.
Hiwa with a nice bunt single in the fourth inning when Rowan scored 5 of their 9 runs.
That one misses low and inside. Swinging a grounder out to short. Bailey fields it. One hop across the diamond to first. Michael picks it up. That'll be the second out.
Good job there by Michael at first base to play that ball off the turf. Bit of a rush throw from Bailey there, but good job by Michael to pick that out. Bailey made a good play on the ball at short, as that was a pretty hard hit ball.
Justin Provost now steps in. He's 1 for 3. Struck out once.
Provost singled and scored in that big fourth inning for the Profs.
First pitch is a ball. Provost fouls that one off. Two balls now. That one's a strike. 2-2 now, the count on Provost.
Good pitch there from Smith down in the zone.
Swing and a miss. Smith gets Provost to end the inning. The first strikeout for the reliever. We'll head to the top of the 8th. Rowan 9, Castleton 0.
Something I discovered in myself is that if I have a goal, then I can accomplish it.
It's a well-rounded experience.
At a Division III school, you primarily a student athlete, so the school is really shaped around you developing yourself as a complete individual.
It helps a lot that you have a family with your team that can guide you.
New pitcher for Rowan, number 20, Dan Corvo, enters the game. He replaces Drew Ryback, who went the first 7 innings.
12th appearance this season for Corvo, 3.60 ERA. He has an 0-1 record. 4 saves, tied for the team lead with Jordan Friedman. Corvo 10 innings pitched this season, 5 walks, 13 strikeouts. Batters hitting just 167 against him.
Final line on Ryback. 7 innings, no runs, 3 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. He threw 115 pitches. First hitter up now to face Corvo will be number 26, Pat Mumford. He goes after the first pitch, hits it out behind second base, and it'll be the shortstop, Mendel, who will put that one away.
Good job there by Mendel as the second baseman. Kokos was out there, as well as Shane, the center fielder, who was charging in from his position, but Mendel able to call all of them off, back everyone away, and record the first out of the inning.
Deegan Poland will step up now. 0 for 2. He struck out and walked. First pitch to him is a ball. Chopped foul down the third baseline.
Nice pitch there from Smith. That ball started out on the inside corner, ended up on the outside corner for a called strike.
One and two the count. Corvo delivers. Fouled away harmlessly down the right side. That one misses away. 2 and 2 the count. Chopped on the ground out to third, and just getting Poland at first is a throw by Justin Provost.
Good play there by the third baseman, Provost. Really, really tight call there at first base. Not a lot of argument or anything from the first base coach on the Castleton side, so that could be the score reflecting that. Maybe he thinks differently of the call, but a 9-run game here. Not sure how much fight you need to put up for a call like that, but nevertheless, a good defensive play, and throw may have just beaten him.
Davis Michael steps in now. He's 0 for 1, walked twice and struck out. That one misses inside for ball 2. 2-0 now the count on Michael.
Seems to be an issue with the catcher. He was glove. Not sure if a string popped out there. They're going to get a a relief glove from the bullpen. This is new.
Gets a new glove, and here he comes back.
I've heard of pitchers coming out of the bullpen, but the glove for the catcher is a new idea.
Yeah.
I think they brought the bullpen cars back. You could probably drive that down as well.
Swing and a miss by Michael. You catcher's been working well. Corvo bounces one in there to Michael. 3-1. Pretty much all night they've tried not to mess with Michael.
Yeah, they've done a good job keeping the ball at least down in the zone and try to get him to chase, but he's not, as he's drawn the 2 walks after striking out his first time up.
Puts this one in play. A high pop-up out into left field and over by the line. He overran it. Strickland overran the ball. And Michael will get a gift out there at second base. Castleton has a base runner. Maybe lost it in the lights.
He hit that about as high as he did far, and the rain has started to fall again, so lots of different ways you could probably judge that. But yeah, perhaps lost in the lights a bit. I think at the last second he tracked down where it was going, but ultimately slipped on the wet turf there. So yeah, tough play, but Michael will take the double here with 2 outs in the top of the 8th.
And that brings up Lindau. 0 for 3. That one inside. Yeah, the ball off the bat of Michael there. Not an easy play, but as high as it was hit, I think most of us expecting that one to be caught. And between battling the rain, and that one might have been higher than some of the lights.
Sure. I also want to point out that the outfield wasn't playing as much of a shift as the infield on Michael's at bats, but certainly Strickland was a lot further from the left field line than he might normally be with a typical left-handed or right-handed batter at the plate. I think the scouting report on Michael says he's hitting it to right field, and that pop-up went straight up in the air and then towards left field. So a long run as well for Strickland over there.
2-1 now. Corvo working against Lindau. The pitch fouled back into the screen. 2-2.
Lindau a little frustrated with himself there. I think he wanted a better cut on that pitch. Just missed it though with the foul.
Grounded out to third. Provost looks at the runner, throws across the diamond, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Castleton will leave Michael at second base. Rowan Rowan takes a 9-0 lead into the bottom half of the 8th here at the Mid-Atlantic Regional. Danny Shane will lead things off here in the bottom half of the 8th inning for Rowan. That pitch taken for a strike.